All right. Good morning and welcome back. Happy Monday. Maybe I should just call this miserable Monday for today. I woke up this morning and it's cloudy and raining and humid. Well, at least I don't have to cut the grass. All that means is come the weekend, the grass will be longer. Anyway, welcome back. This live show is made possible by contributions from the Linux/Windows community, so thank you for making this possible. If you would like to support the channel and sponsor a live show, please check out the links below in the show notes. Once again, thank you for all of your support over the 8.5 years of this channel. Wow. All right, so it is Monday. We're going to be talking a little bit about Microsoft and specifically backing up and wiping out your system. Refresh your computer if it's running a little slow or something's wrong and you can't quite figure it out. I did it a couple of days ago. It works pretty good. So we'll go through the steps on how to do it. After I did it, I noticed the PC is running smoother, a little faster. It feels less bloated. So if you've never thought about doing it or don't know how or too scared or whatever, well, you come to the right place. Terry Love is in the house. Let's go ahead and transition because I think we are good to go here. Let me get my notes ready. All right. If you are new to all this, I use both Windows 10 and well, different versions of Linux. For this live show, I'm using OBS Studio software as you see here. I'm using Ubuntu Mate. It's spelled Ubuntu Mate. So if you are a newbie to Linux, you may want to try this operating system. It's terrific. It works great. Beginner friendly. It's free. Check it out, Ubuntu Mate. So Terry, what's new? How are you? I actually just finished breakfast. I got to run a few errands today, so I figure I would we'll do this Microsoft Monday, get it out of the way, and then we'll move on. And Tech Designs, hello, hello, hello. Color Pixel. Yeah, it was a decent weekend. Terry says, I'm here to see how the other half still haven't used Windows for years. Well, I use it as a backup. That's how good Linux, that's how good some Linux distros have gotten better over the years. Yeah, but I have Windows 10, you know, for gaming and for some other stuff. I mean, it works. It works. Politics aside, Windows 10 is terrific. So in a moment, I'll share with you some of the steps, the steps I took to wipe out. Wipe out. Anyway, some of the steps I took to wipe out Windows 10, to restore it, refresh it. Present arms, hello. T-Netro P, hello. T, I don't recognize your name. If you are new, welcome. We have a custom here on the channel. Everybody please say hello to T-Netro P. And if you are not new to the stream, welcome anyway. So everybody say hello to T-Netro P because I said so. Anybody else here use Windows besides me? Anybody here use only Mac? Which I don't have. At least not today. I wouldn't mind having one though, just out of curiosity. Metal Lord, yo, hey, yo, Metal, what's up? This piece of software, OBS Studio, I think it's cross-platform for Mac, Windows, and Linux. So great piece of software for recording and streaming. So check it out. Looks like the stream looks good. Mic okay. All right. You're trying to get rid of Windows because the updates are getting worse. You mean they're taking longer, or or you just don't feel like waiting? I mean, yeah, the update process for Windows, obviously it's streamlined. For Linux, it's easier, faster. Yeah. Once again, if you are just watching, joining this on the live stream, check out all the links below in the show notes. This is all about wiping out, well, backing up first and back up again. I posted some affiliate links, Amazon below, links below in the chat. I use different external drives such as Toshiba. 1 terabyte drive works pretty good, and have multiple external drives and backup. No matter what you use, whether it's Windows, Linux, Mac, you should be backing up and back up again. It's more unstable. Interesting. Well, I haven't run into unstableness in Windows as I have in Linux over the years. However, Metal Lord, maybe today's live stream presentation may help you get rid of that unstableness in Windows 10. So we'll get started here in a few minutes with the tutorial, and maybe this will not present arms, be nice. Come on, this is Microsoft Monday for the Windows users. Let's be nice, you know. Windows users are people too. Man, I'm looking out the window. This really is a miserable Monday, gloomy and wet, but I feel sunny now that I'm here with you. Your mother works in computer hardware, and she has had so many laptops come in due to the instability of the latest Windows updates. Really? Wow. That's interesting, because I don't have any stability problems. I have waiting too long for updates installing problem, but all right, well, something else is going on. This goes to prove that no system is perfect. I'm sorry to hear that. Antec Design says you will never use Windows 10. So Antec has terminated Windows 10. Use Windows at work, mostly Mac. Very good, Steve. Are you happy with your Mac? A bit of Linux. Yeah, one of these days when I have the budget, I'm going to buy a Mac. Just walk into a store, pretend I know nothing about Mac computers, ask the guy what should I use, and we'll go from there. Merely having to invest time extra backup swiping this gets old. Yeah, Terry, you know what? You're right. You don't need to back up. Just one day when your computers crash and you lose all your videos and photographs and all your passwords, who gives a crap? You know, it's only your mind. No offense at all. No offense at all. Again, nothing is perfect. So, yeah. We're just letting Windows users know that there's something else out there that you can try. You don't have to replace Windows. Hello, silent robot. How are you? You've also found out that on YouTube, if you demonetize your content, barely anybody gets to see it. I've heard of that. I'll be honest, if I could, I would completely turn off the ads to make this more enjoyable and just go by, you know, Patreon, PayPal, Super Chat, Amazon links. If I could do that, it wouldn't bother me one bit. But I can't do that, at least not yet. Once again, today's live stream is sponsored by you guys, or one of you guys, so thank you. It is appreciated. These live streams are not made possible by AdSense. I can tell you that. They're made possible by you. When I mean you, the Linux, Windows/Mac community. So thank you. Hello, friends. Retrainer is in the house. Arch Linux, Antec Designs with the Deepin desktop. Okay, nice. You really hate it when Mac super fanboys say Macs just work. Steve, I don't have a Mac, so what do you mean exactly, if you don't mind me asking? Making a coffee, very good. I made a list here of what to do if you want to refresh your system using what's sometimes referred to the destructive method. Now, when I mean destructive, I don't mean breaking your PC, but destroying, wiping out all of your, documents, folders, contents on Windows 10, refreshing it like it was, well, fresh out of the box. Yeah, I wish I could comment more on Mac. I mean, the closest thing I have to a Mac is an iPad Mini 2, and it does just work. I'll be quite honest. Obviously, an iPad is not a computer like a MacBook Pro. It's not quite the same, but the iPad Mini just works. Never, ever, ever had a problem. There's not much to go on, but one day I'll walk into an Apple store, like I said, and just walk in as a semi-dumb customer, or pretend to do that, and just say, hey, I have a YouTube channel. What do you recommend? And we'll go from there. I'll give you my honest opinion one day. If anybody would like to donate a Mac computer to the channel, be my guest. I will give you the no BS TOS opinion on the product. May have to make it private if I have to rant. This is a family channel, so. PK, good morning. How are you? Yeah, I did a live stream Sunday morning, and it's obvious once again that there are many of you in different time zones who never get a chance to chime in. So I have time this morning because it's raining. We'll get to that in a moment. Present arms on the list here, yeah. Coffee, good idea. Yep, well, I had my breakfast. I'm drinking real sugar soda from Kroger's. I did not feel like making coffee. I should have had my Linux butler make me some. Toss, you have a Linux butler? No, I'm just kidding. Michael Lindorf is in the house. Yes, Michael has the newbie method, just nuke and pave with a Linux replacement. Well, Michael, thanks to my channel, some people have done that. I cannot. Well, I take that back. One of my computers has been completely paved with Linux, so that's partly true. But I use Windows 10 primarily as a backup. So yeah, it's certainly possible. Someone said upgrade Windows, you install Linux. But a bump up. PK says, listening at work. Oh, cool, man. Don't get in trouble. I'm doing fine. Thank you, PK. Doing good. All right, we'll give it a few more minutes to let some people chime in, and we'll get to this little list here of what I did to wipe out my Windows 10 and refresh it. PK, do you use Windows or Mac? Yep, Terry, nothing is perfect. Mark Yates, something, was that the dog, puppy will not shut up. Give it food. Wondering what you are going to do when the security patches run out on Nexus. Oh, you didn't catch it. I had to return it, PK. There is a a flaw in Nexus 6P Android phones. A beautiful phone, by the way. Even today, it holds up pretty well. A $100 or $150 Nexus 6P today holds up pretty good to a $1,000 iPhone. The problem is Huawei did not fully test the phones, PK. They were shipped out, some of them with a flaw in the chip. When you update the OS, it goes into a boot loop, essentially bricking the phone. I may take a chance at another one, but I had to return to a beautiful phone. I mean, really, really, really is. The Nexus 6P phone, even at $200, holds up well to a $1,000 iPhone. So if you're going to get one, or thinking about it, make sure it's been manufacturer refurbished, not seller refurbished. Then I would recommend it. I had it for about a week, 10 days, PK. Really the best phone, period, on the market. And even had a headphone jack. Imagine that. Beautiful screen. Dual front firing speakers where they should be, not on the back. I mean, think about it. How many people talk with the back of their heads? The speaker should be not at the bottom. We don't talk with our heads tilted down. The speaker should be in the front, and that's how the Nexus 6P shines. I thought about getting a Nexus 6 made by Moto. Hello, Moto. So I picked up actually a Motorola phone. 5,000 milliamp battery, huge battery. That thing will jumpstart your car if the battery's dead. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, you've had yours for 2 years. Yeah, it's not affecting all the Nexus phones, PK. But like I said, as soon as I ran the updates, man, boom, it kept saying Google reboot, Google reboot. You know what? I returned it for full refund. I may try another one, I don't know, but it's kind of a bummer. Lineage Cypher OS. Okay, yep. All right, we'll get started here with this quick list here, tutorial how to wipe out Windows 10. Once again, if you are new, don't be shy. Say hello. It really doesn't matter what you use, you know, Mac, Linux, Windows. I'm calling this Microsoft Monday, primarily Windows, but you know, if you are new, have a question, wanted to say hello, please do. You have a Huawei P10 Mate Pro. I don't recommend Huawei. I don't trust Huawei. Yeah, they built the phones knowing they were, well, they should have been terminated. Yeah, so I do not recommend Huawei. I posted a video. Huawei, no way. This is my opinion. So I did contact Google support when I had the problem. They were very nice. They had me try all their recovery options. It didn't work. And then they said, contact Huawei. So I'm not going to be a punching bag back and forth. Daniel, yes, I believe I did. Thank you for your support. Yes, I try to send emails back to. I mean, you know that I thank you all the time. But yes, I did see some emails this past weekend. Thank you, or some notifications from PayPal for your support. Thank you, Daniel. You don't like the new phone designs. You love your Nexus. Nervous about trying Lineage. I don't. I mean, Nexus, Motorola, they're pretty much close to stock Android, PK, so it's not necessary to, you know, root your phone. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. If you have like a Pixel, Nexus, Moto, I wouldn't worry about. Yeah, it's pretty close to stock as much as possible. So yeah. Anyway. All right, let's move along with this tutorial. If anybody else wants to join in, somebody new want to say hello, I'll try to keep track of the chat. All right, here we go. Wiping out your Windows 10. Backup and backup again. There's no such thing as two. Notice I wrote TWO instead of TO. Too many backups, meaning you should have at least 2 backups of everything. 2 external hard drives, 2 computers. You figure it out. Have at least 2 backups. I recommend, I took a screenshot. I love this Toshiba Camvio Advance. I bought this in red. But check this out. 3.0 USB. Works pretty good. Simple. Plug and play. Check out the Amazon link below in the show notes. But that's what I use. Alright. Number 2. Keep your computer plugged in. Obviously, if it's a laptop or even a desktop, when it's going through the refresh process, keep it plugged in. Number 3, it might take a few hours, and Microsoft Windows, the screen does tell you, hey, it might take a few hours. So I think it took 2 hours for me, and that's fine. Did not notice any issues. I think it rebooted a few times, rebooted here and there, and it was totally fine. Yeah, just make sure it's plugged in. Alright, so if you bought software for Windows 10, any kind of paid software, you know, Adobe, Sony software, whatever, you may want to copy those serial numbers from your paid software, because once your system is wiped, it wipes out everything. All the software you've installed, any after apps of the core system, they're gone. So that's what this means by backup any of your serial numbers from your software, paid software, not the freebie stuff, obviously. So just make sure that it's, you know, backed up, write it down or whatever, take a screenshot. So number 4, very important, because if you lose those serial numbers, you're going to have to repay for that software again. As far as the process itself, there's several ways to do this. I rebooted. I think you can either press F8 or hold the Alt button and press F10 to get you in a recovery mode if you want to do the reboot method. There may be another way. I would check your manufacturer of the PC support if you're not sure. But this is 2 ways of doing it. Or you can, you know, log into your Windows 10, go to Start, Settings, Update and Security, choose Recovery, and then choose option, I believe it says remove everything, remove all, erase all, but I think it says remove everything, if I am not mistaken. Finally, when you're done, before you install anything, I would create a backup of Windows 10 on external USB hard drive, and I believe that is also in a system and recovery. It's pretty straightforward. In fact, I need to do that. I haven't done that yet. This will back up your system of Windows 10 in case you don't have the reinstalled disks, DVDs created. This is in case your hard drive goes bad or gets struck by lightning and all that fun stuff. Did I miss anything? I don't know, guys. Let me know. Did I miss anything? I'll add it on here. But that's but then, of course, once you're done, install the updates and all that stuff. But that's it. I guess the last step should be updates. Install your updates. Yeah. That's all that I did. And it's running better. It's running faster. Install the free version of... Thanks, Color. Yeah, come on. Smash that like button. Okay. Or like that smash button. Haha. Free version of Macrim Reflect. Create a whole disk image to separate drive. Then create bootable recovery USB. Boom. It's the backup. I am not familiar with Macrim Reflect, Silent Robot. How much is that piece of software? I think there's another one called Acronis. That's pretty good. Yeah, you can. Yeah, Kyra, you can, you know, create recovery media, but it's best to have an external drive and just back up the Windows 10 system, core system. Oh, that's free? Okay, cool. I guess Step number 10 is consider Linux. Duh. Deposit not Friday. Uh-oh, I'm not sure what's up with that. Yeah, I generally, when I back up, documents, folders, I don't really use software. I just use external USB sticks, drag and drop, files and folders. I like to keep it simple, so I don't use software-assisted backup tools. Yeah, that's for all my Linux fans. Consider, well, Windows newbies, you consider Linux. Like, you don't have to give up Windows 10 if you don't want to. Consider using Linux, such as Ubuntu Mate. And this is easy. Somebody commented, this looks like it's from the 90s the way it looks. Well, there's nothing wrong with this. It just works. Yes, Mark, it could be because of the hurricane. Yes. In fact, I got a message from United Postal Service about possible delays, but I'm sure it's not just them. Yes, no need to back up Windows. Microsoft has already done it for you. Yes, and they've backed up your passwords, your blood sample, your DNA. Macrium creates an entire disk snapshot. That's interesting. I'll have to check it out. Thanks. Yeah, there are many, 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 many options to do this. Again, I've always preferred the simplest method. Silent reboot. I don't like backing up applications in case the applications are causing a problem with the system to run slow. So I like to back up a clean system with no external apps. Tech source got roped. What's up, Pizza? Got robbed. Oh. Mark, you're in North Carolina. How's the flood there, man? It's got to be pretty bad. Morning, Bad Wolf. How are you? Yeah, I believe that the storm has affected, especially in North Carolina, has affected a lot of things. Yeah. In Ohio here, we're pretty shielded. Of course, today it's all rain. I don't know if this is the remnants of Hurricane Florence, but yeah, not as warm, but anyway. Manjaro blew up yesterday. Yeah, gee, what a surprise. Oh well. Want to ditch Windows so bad, but you're heavily invested in software that I can't run natively on Linux, Adobe Propeller. Yeah, that is a good reason not to give up Windows, PK. So don't. Just use Linux as a backup. Nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah, that's completely understandable. I can't. I mean, honestly, if I didn't have Windows 10 as a backup, I would have Mac as a backup to Linux because Linux still struggles with multimedia. Hello, Ben. How are you? Ben is the Manjaro master of the day. Ben, help out Daniel. His Manjaro Linux blew up, so yeah. Oh, flood's not bad where you're at. Okay, I think it rained for like, what was it, 40 hours straight or something? Or I don't know. I caught the Weather Channel. I got tired of looking at it. You're going to do video on Wolfie OS. What a great name. Wolfie. Wolf. Very good. Two-hour delay. Okay. Yeah, I guess it could have been much, much worse if it had hit inland as a Category 5. I think it hit as a Category 1. Still flooding, but yeah. See what's on the ticker wrap, and then we'll wrap this up shortly. Pizza says Linux does not struggle in multimedia. Au contraire, mon ami. Well, gaming is part of multimedia, so. Amazon looking into claims that employees deleted bad reviews for cash. That sounds reasonable to me. PK would switch to Mac, but to get a system equivalent to PC refurbished, $900, I'd have to spend like 3 times as much. Well, refurbished Macs, Apple products are probably the way to go. I've actually had requests to review and test Macs. Remember somebody said a long time ago, please don't forget us Mac users. I have not. Unfortunately, AdSense revenue doesn't cover that. It barely covers my internet bill. But one day, when I'm able to, I promise I will buy a Mac just like you would. I'll give you my no BS opinion. Yeah. You're welcome, Bad Wolf. Ben said, Dan, you're out of luck. Okay. Oh, Dan, you think it's the SSD? Interesting. Give Windows 10 a shot today. Well, no. All I'm saying is if you have Windows 10 and wanted to wipe out your system and refresh it, this is what you do. Flooding in Charlotte. Ah, okay. Wait, I forgot number 11 on the list. Consider Mac. Wait, there's more. Chromebook. Why not? Actually, Chromebooks are pretty solid. You know, Chromebooks are a Linux standard. Yeah, Android phones are a Linux standard. We just don't have a standard desktop yet. Google, are you listening? Hello, anybody home? No BSD. Yeah. DAWs, Digital Audio Workstation. I believe that's what our singer friend Stephanie uses on the Mac, a DAW. I think. Doesn't she? Yeah, I think she does. I've had pretty good luck with Windows 10 in general. I just don't like the long update process. Pizza says consider React OS. No, it's been in beta since like what, 2005? I don't think so. Wiped out Windows 10 and conveniently forgot to restore it. Oh. TCM, TSM, oh. Yeah, I think a lot of people are reacting to React OS, and it's like, in 2018, what's the point? I don't know. Retrainer, you loved BSD back in early 2000s. I tried it a couple times, BSD. It's not for me, yeah. Oh, React has been since 1998, 20 years? It's still an alpha. Oh, okay. Well, that is not going to convince Windows users to switch. I'm sorry. A nice hobby for devs for React OS. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. BSD more of a server OS. Definitely not desktop. Ah. Yeah, you need to keep your OSs updated, obviously. Google bans birds on bikes from algorithm contest. Huh. There's a headline you just don't see every day. So, what is it? Amazon investigates staff bribery claims. Shh. They're just trying to pay the bills. Shh. Noble idea, but they need someone to invest in a project. Yeah, that's the problem. Funding. Yeah. Google admits changing phone settings remotely. Yeah, I saw that. They apologized. We apologize for sneaking up on your Android phone. Oops. Yeah, React OS may have made sense 10 years ago, but not today. Nope. Magic Leap. What is Magic Leap? A reality headset. Okay. Of course I'm right, Mark. Yeah, it's all good. Consider GNU Herd. Yes, that'll attract many Windows users to GNU Herd. Minix. Well, I think perhaps Linux in general is always a work in progress, right? I don't know. Before I forget, there is a poll out still. If you wish to present your opinions, would you buy a Microsoft-built Linux PC for about $400 US? That is the question. I will have results next week, probably, maybe the weekend, but next week. On that poll, would you buy a Microsoft-built, fully stable, fully functionable Linux computer for about $400 US, give or take? Yes, Mark is doing videos on hurricane survival using Linux. Silent Robot, hell no, you're not gonna buy a Microsoft built. Okay. I remember Amiga. So we have 2 no, 3 no's. Sorry, Microsoft, I tried. Please don't take my sponsorship away today. Please. Oh, wait. No. This is sponsored by you guys. It is a Microsoft. But seriously, this live cast is sponsored by the community, so thank you. That is true. There is always something to develop. Nope. We got 4 nopes, 4 no's, 3 hell no's, and 1 hell F no. Freedom, no MS products. Well, that's 6 no's. Okay. What if you had complete control over the system, retrainer? Should you get a Moto 6 or Google Pixel refurbished? They are both good phones. I would go, boy, that's a toughie. Off the top of my head, probably the Google Pixel pizza, yeah. The question was, what was the question? Would you buy a Microsoft built Linux PC? Microsoft makes good hardware sometimes. Well, again, I think the issue isn't the hardware, it's or the OS, it's the politics. And I'll get to a story here in a second. Then we're going to wrap this up here soon. So let's give this a 10-minute warning to wrap this up. Well, from The Verge, this is what I mean by the politics. Microsoft backs off from warning Windows from Windows 10 warning about Chrome and Firefox. After I wiped out my system and refreshed, I wanted to install Chrome, and it came with a warning. A pop-up warning says, "You already have the safest and fastest browser called Edge. You don't need to install Chrome." That was a bit annoying. Yeah. So now they are backing off on that. But this is what it looks like. You already have Microsoft Edge. This safer, faster Windows browser for Windows. It probably is fine. In fact, it is fine. But I really didn't need that. So yeah. That was just stupid. All right. Finally, some gaming news. I love this name for this gaming laptop, Acer Predator Triton. That could be a Predator movie. The Predator Triton 900. This is from newsdocs.xbox.com. Lenovo Legion gaming device. Lenovo's are great for Linux. And the MSI P65 computer, I never heard of them, sorry. Omen by HP, I have heard of Omen. Yeah. Anyway, and of course, Alienware by Dell. Dell is great for Linux also. So definitely recommend you try that. Another Alienware. Anyway. You would consider a MS built machine if the software was completely open. Fair enough, Steve, yeah. It's easier to run away from S than to run from Google. That's probably true, Daniel, yeah. Yeah. Acer's gaming chair cockpit with 3 monitors. Wow. No. I do need to get a chair. I fixed this one twice already. This is kind of wobbly. I mean, it still works, but I'm not going to buy a game. I'm going to buy a proper computer, a proper chair for a tall guy in my back. They run between $400 and $500, but yeah, I'm not going to buy a gaming chair with 3 monitors. I have enough technology as it is. Edge is garbage. Oh no. Edge works, Mark. When I use it, it works. It's not my #1 choice. It's either Chrome or Firefox. Usually, I tend to internet browser hop. Yeah, as you see here, Brave, Chromium, Firefox, Chrome, Opera, Pale, Vivaldi. I think there's another one I'm missing. Anyway, yeah. It's massive, kind of like something out of Alien. Ah, okay. How much is it, that cockpit chair? $1,000 probably? You're happy on the sofa with your lap. Yeah, I should do the next live stream with my laptop on my sofa, just chilling in my pajamas, you know. Bottle of wine. Hi, ladies. Welcome to the TOS Today show. Telemetry, I know. If Microsoft and Google merged, they can call themselves MicroGoo. Today on the MicroGoo podcast. MicroGoo. I like that. Hey, what computer you have? I have a MicroGoo. Ew. just realized I need to run to the bank today. I need to pay my Comcast bill too. Better pay it. Yeah. Mooglesoft. Sure. Googsoft. I still like Micro Goo the best. The Acer Predator Thronos gaming chair vibrates, moves, and can fit 3 27-inch monitors. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if gaming chairs are actually comfy or they just look nice, you know? Yeah. I don't know. By the way, if I may ask, those of you who have Mac, how is the restore process on a Mac? Is it like Windows? Is it harder? Is it simpler? I'm just curious. Mark says take your 3% market share and run with it. I think 3% is rather generous, but it could be. Somebody asked after I wiped out my Windows 10, do I have to defragment? I probably do. In fact, I will do that when I'm done here. Let's see what it looks like. Color Pixel, no. Still have not heard about Tim F. We are all worried. Yeah, he used to co-host my live streams and join in all the time, so I have not heard. Tim, buddy, I hope you're okay, man. We're all worried. Give us send me an email or message or something. Let us know. But yeah, I don't have any word. And he lives in Minnesota, a little bit too far from here, from Ohio. But I have not heard. No. The latest Ubuntu podcast is out. Very good. DuckDuckGo, Trend Michael 2s, Micro 2s. What else? Some other stuff here. TechSnap. All right. I don't know exactly what the numbers are for, but it can't be a lot because, Mark, we still don't have a national Linux desktop. When you walk into Walmart or your computer store or whatever, it's just not there. Fine, you can certainly count Chromebooks, laptops as a Linux PC if you want to, but they're not in store. They're just not there. So, yeah. So, you know. Yeah, I don't know about 7%. Micro grew. Now that's slimy. Yes, it is. Those slimy companies. Speaking of slimy, anybody go see the Predator movie? Didn't make it this weekend. I wanted to go see it out of curiosity. All right, 2-minute warning for comments, and then I'm out of here. Okay, here's the thing, Mark. A lot of texts for wiping HDDs, installing Linux. That's not what I have. I mean, walking into a store and buying a stable, fully functioning Linux computer. Wiping out your computer, installing an OS, you know, it may be unstable, it may be stable. You know, we can't use that as numbers. We need to talk about more about, now if you're buying a Chromebook, fine. But yeah, you know, having a Microsoft computer built, you know, Windows and then wiping it and install Linux, that's not good enough, in my opinion. Normal Pred. I liked the first Predator as a classic. I enjoyed Predators. The first half was great. The second half was just, they ruined it, sort of. But Predators is certainly passable. The first Alien versus Predator was awesome. Great story. I really, really enjoyed it. AVP2 was horrible. The new one, it has its moments. Color Pixel Predator movie is great. Okay, cool. Hello, Yugi. How are you? Thank you, Antec. All right. Final warning, 1 minute warning for the comments. Again, thank you for all of your support over the years. Again, today's stream was made possible by you, so let's keep this thing going if we can. Yep, I think Linux is missing the boat for an affordable mass-marketed system. Yep, those are great computers. System 76 and Dell, Mark, they're great. However, $400 has to be the sweet spot to convince mom and pop to at least try a Linux desktop. Google can do it. They have succeeded with Chromebooks and with Android. They can do it. So we'll see. I still think it's on their minds, but I don't know. You're welcome, Silent. Thank you for stopping by. Pogo Systems Purism. Yep. I think if there was a Linux desktop, say at a Best Buy store or a computer store with a representative showing the difference between, say, Windows and ABC Linux. We'll just call it ABC Linux. This is the difference. This is the speed of the install, of the updates, of the reboots. This is what you can and cannot do. And just be completely upfront and honest and tell the consumer, hey, this is what Windows 10 is, this is what Linux is. You know, you got a 30-day money-back guarantee. If it's not for you, not a problem. We're looking for feedback, honest feedback. For about $400, absolutely the consumer will try it. Especially when you show them the speed of the updates. I don't think the consumer is going to go, no, those updates are way too fast for me. I like to sit back and watch the updates as I'm, you know, shaving, coloring my hair, clipping my toenails. I like to take my time watching updates. That's not going to happen. So yeah, but you need to have the Linux desktop in the first place to show it to the consumer, and it's not there yet. Anyway, so on that note, I want to thank everybody for stopping by today for this Microsoft Monday for September, this rainy, miserable Monday of September 17th, but it's always sunny here in the community, so thank you for that. Alright, so again, that poll is out. Would you buy Microsoft made Linux PC? We kind of know what the answer is, but that's alright. I need to do part 2 of the Windows user guide to Linux. Haven't done one in a while. Anyway, all right, thank you all, and I'll catch you on the next one. So you guys have a good week. Take care.